bowling better than me now. Well, of course we are going to. Oh man, okay, that's
Now,
where
he really wanted to challenge you. That was a straight out challenge, yo.
Okay, featured players, guys. Go for it.
Yeah, we have Super Lan, we have Romeo, Chick, and Wadu. All of them, they do have a very low count of winner chicken dinners in their bags. But then, speaking of kills, they do have a decent amount. 32 kills for both Super Lan and Romeo. And you can see that there are other two more players that don't even have a winner chicken dinner in their bag.
Oh, wait, what?
I think this is XCYR just now, was it? Look at that. Was it XCY?
Is it? Oh no, it's Ngek's picture.
Next, when he was once upon a time very young and still have a lot of hair.
And congratulations to Nek because he finally reached the 3-digit.
Yay!
Oh, the king of server. So big round of applause to him. Finally, he has joined the crew, the triple-digit crew.
Yeah, look at that change of the colors there. Congratulations and get that for your 100 observing matches. That's smashing great, but thank you for overall observers and the crew XCYL, Zai, Topcast, and Ngek again. Congratulations. And we're back into the last game.
Yes,
Irangel.
back into the last game. Okay, let's stop doing that anymore. Okay, back into the last game. Irangel, of course, this is the baseline map for everybody. Flight path looks quite decent, but what's most going to be important is the circle. And the circle.
My goodness me.
The circle today loves me.
I hate you. Let the circle loves you, but I'm not gonna love you today.
Whether it's gonna love or hate each other is about the players here because it's apparently the players will have to go all the way to the north. It seems like the circle is actually in the center as well, so there's a lot of good hot looting zones there. It's all coming down to whoever is able to control that map.
The question is the southern side of the map. For example, I think it was last survivor dropping around. So Novska military base players, how they want to approach that circle. Because it's quite centralized in Savannah, which usually hold by Yoodo GANK these days.
Yeah, can be a little bit of bridge camping, can happen. And now, let's look at our latest chicken dinner winner from Singapore, Impunity. Looks like they're in the same compound as XP here. They should have all their team members around here. I don't think they will split up from the moment, but they do have the compound that's like quite equal, so everyone's going to respect each other for now until they need to move into the circle.
Well, I think Impunity will have themselves quite a morale boost as well. It representing a whole Singaporean teams throughout the tournament. They will have that push now. They're already waking up from their summer, which is quite late if you ask me, on the end of the second week here. But back to the game, Geek fam, they're approaching on the side, if I'm not mistaken, around the west side of a circle here. So maybe they will approach it quietly from the rest of the team. But lots of other, like I said, around Nova Ribnoye will have to pass by Bosskurr and Bapak. My bad, Bapak is one hell aggressive team.
Yeah, may I add for Impunity to wake up right now is
Yeah,
better
sure.
than waking them up in September ends.
Oh, okay,
You get my point? Yep.
I
Come on, Choo-Choo. Gotta rate it.
Come on.
5 out of 5. Come on.
Come on, Choo-Choo. You gotta do it.
Waiting.
I'm not gonna give in to that. No, I will not give in to that satisfaction this time. Back to the game, boys. No, just big no. Okay, still hot. Will they make it this time? Please tell me they will.
I feel like they have a great chance to do it in a way that they have to position themselves, stay away from trouble. Erangel, so far, we have seen a lot of confrontations, especially into the middle game. So if they can still keep on with the strength in numbers, playing outside of the shadows, and then coming in later with the final few circles, as we can see, good Jelly. If I'm not mistaken, he's the team captain as well. Finally, that number one, the total WWCD. That is so satisfying to see.
That is so great. You know, Gideon, how it feels like, oh, you just smacked that 0 into 1 now. No more circle or no more eggs for you. Turning into that one chicken, growing themselves quite well, eating it as your dinner.
And I'm not sure if he'll say, just like how the comment section say as well, it's not even my final form.
This is not Impunity. This is not even my final form. There you go.
Okay, I can't repeat the same feat, so I'll leave that to Gideon when he does come back later on.
We need him actually today. But if only all 4 of us will commentating. But there you go. Just now we have a little bit of recap in case you guys missed the chicken dinner moment today. But back to Bapak, a lot of teams are really try to aim and take them down. Question is really is 6 the key player for Bapak? Apparently they took down 6 quite early, and the rest of Bapak kind of crumbles.
Well, we can see that 6 was the key fragger for the team, and he actually contributed into the Sunhawk gameplay with a number of kills, so he could be the main focus onto that team. If they take him down, everybody just crumble. But I feel like Bapak Esports, I feel like they can have that communication chemistry and the team chemistry, which is very close to them, very strong to them. They can still run without 6. All they gotta do is just play as a team, get the kills into their favor. If you can't get a kill, just get knocked out, confuse the opponents a bit, and then secure the kill when the time comes.
Oh, and just now when the stats came out, I noticed that Bosskurr is actually one of the teams that have not gotten themselves a chicken dinner. And here we go, the stats for the type of kills as well. Pan kills 18, punch kills 18. It has not moved today at all. So, yeah, so Gideon will be disappointed with this.
Even me disappointed with this, but the Nate will hit 100 marks hopefully by tomorrow. We have high hopes there. Back to school, we do know VIP back into where they started. They won't budge here, but Dingoz on the other hand trying to get themselves another compound to work with. We look the circle just now. Everybody cannot rotate a little bit too late there, because Savannah is really a high peak of a mountain there, and if you rotate late, it will be super hard to just rush into the circle, because gatekeeping is real when it comes to Yoodo gank.
Yeah, especially with 70 as well, having those urban structures for teams to just camp around to rotate between buildings after buildings. So if you have that prime position, especially with the circle into your favor, forcing other teams to push into your surroundings, then this is where you can thrive onwards to get more kills and perhaps the victory in your hands. Nonetheless, however, we have Team NoRecoil. They're going to pick up a couple of vehicles, just going to drive all the way to the smaller towns, but also the areas as well that they are trying to plan to get. And I earlier stated that Team NoRecoil, depending on their killing form, if they have the form to just kill all the way, they don't even need the winner chicken dinners to sustain their points. But unfortunately, after first game, the rest of the games, they just floundered out very badly.
I have to agree to disagree sometimes. Sometimes they do play the positioning point. You remember when it was only left CB or Stewart 9K, they ninja out their way, even though they were forced and being rushed in, but they managed to play the safe position where they are needed to. So sometimes they do actually opt out for positioning points, but right now they're going for the kills. Apparently they are challenging Dingoz there and making sure they mark their territories, because pressuring Dingoz to not enter their territories is quite an ideal moment here.
Yeah, looks like it'll be quite ideal. Oh, but check this out. Sinbi has been taken out by Nug. Got the knock onto Sinbi. Looks like they're just trading off each other. Stewart taking out to Maisel. And now looks like they are a little bit in the lockdown scenario. But looks like Dingoz will need to choose to get away from here. Team NoRecoil, on the other hand, same thing as well. Managed to revive Sinbi, but looks like one more. Maisel is still out in the open. Shots do get fired by Loyu, but it does not really connect, and now they may want to go for it.
Yeah, looking at that, they will pick up the UAZ. They're going to try to drive all the way to the side of Dingoz. This is a very confident play coming in from Team NoRecoil. Problem is, I think they're just going to go try circle around, trying to give fire pressure onto Dingoz. But Dingoz, they do have their own vehicles here. Ooh. As Jelly has been taken out from the off-camera kill. Dingoz in a lot of trouble as Team NoRecoil continuing on with the hunt.
Yes, and now Insomnia is getting closer and closer, but we do see Ajiji. Looks like he will leave the compound, but at the same time, Somnus taking a couple of damages there. Somnus trying to find that really nice position to get down, but looks like Mesa will be caught right in smack in the middle of the fire. And now from a side, Ajiji will give cover fire, whatever he can give, but then again, the vehicle will explode right here. Insomnus is out in the open. No more vehicles to make a run for it.
This wasting a lot of time for both of these teams. Apparently their currency going down quite fast here. Both Team Dingoz and we're looking at Team NoRecoil. Do they have enough ammunition to take this one down? Trying to toss a lot of utilities in terms of a GG being pinned down. Oh, that nade really clipped him almost down to 20%. Still is trying for more. He really wants to go for a GG, one of the best strike for Dingoz. He managed to knock him down here. See what marching in for the rest of Dingoz. They are being pinned down badly enough. They can't even move. Imsonus try to finish off a G. Maybe a punch kill if he wants to. There you go. punch it, man. You have to do it. Just
No,
punch it.
no,
no. Do it. Yeah, there you go.
No, you have the pan. You should have used the pan. Oh man, we got some pan kills there. Unfortunately, well, you get the punch kill. That's fine.
It's
But
okay. At least
on
it's
the pan
still,
The stats will go up.
Yeah. We'll have to take some time, giving some love to the fist fights and of course to the pen fights here. But we're gonna have our first supply drop down. We will have the AWM. I like that supply drop and a tactical stop out of nowhere randomly in the supply drop.
Why not? Sometimes you have to do it. Back to Bapak here.
What a player's gonna use to hit somebody's player with a tactical stop.
Yeah, just throw it on their head and get a maybe got a knockdown on that when you hit that smack down on headshot. But back to Bapak here, they have 6 going on for rotation as well as the rest of the team. Yoodo Kevin is out for once. EVOS VIP will just pass by. Apparently they will say hello for a bit. Greetings from Yoodo. We heard that pre-fires just now, and it will not be engaged by EVOS. Apparently they took a longer route that don't want to engage, but they will walk into another house of access. Charging in with the UAC as well. Kusa with that explosion. My goodness me, he didn't see that coming.
Oh man, Kusa, wrong place, wrong time, vehicle explosion. Everything went wrong for Kusa. The rest of EVOS VIP will make a run for it. They don't want to go back to the side of Yoodo again, that's for sure. So now they will straight up go into somewhere way safer than this.
Yeah, the crucial mistake coming in from Kusa is he did not push the pedal onto the metal over there to just ram all the way straight to the players who are camping across this warehouse. And he was supposed to be one of the members of Axis. So he actually stopped by. He braked at that very, very crucial moment and he went out in order to finish up the kill, but unfortunately he was just surrounded, scattered across by multiple members of Axis for the freebie.
They have been waiting there forever, and Axis got themselves a couple of free kills there. EVOS really got it hard and rough time this time. Bosskurr on the other hand, from around, if I'm not mistaken, it's already around Starboard based on this terrain here. They are not camping this one now. Apparently they just give the compound to still hot. And look at that unicorn with the MK14. The supply dropped second one today with 8 times scope.
Yummy.
Spicy.
Yeah, yummy and spicy at the same time.
However, I wouldn't recommend having the 8 times scope on the MK14 because it's supposed to be a very high fire rate weapon. Speaking of high fire rate here, Yoodo, jumper. He's gonna go heal up all the way to 80% of HP and he's gonna return fire against Team NoRecoil. Remember, Team NoRecoil, they focus onto those kills that grenades come in. Jumper's gonna run away like Forrest Gump as Drax comes in to support his back here.
Oh yes, Jumper need to run away, jump away or anything at all because Drax now, he's taking a couple of hits there. Cover fire from Drax. Drax will need to reposition himself as well. The smoke will come out, but looks like Jumper has been knocked down at the same time. Smokes do come out from Drax, but then again, Team NoRecoil have their eyes onto Yoodo and Stewart. 9K may just go around and come for the backstab. Stewart 9K, slowly but surely Fredo is behind there. Yoodo Gang still have full team members. Stewart taking that big risk onto Drax. Drax trying to drive away, but looks like a knockdown to Drax as well. Stewart 9K at the same time. And now Mampara taking a couple of hits here, tries to get repositioning himself behind the wall. But in this wall, there's nothing much there. The smoke will go out. Mampara will try to do a save on his teammate. Sinbi will go in here, and looks like they will just try to make this decision. What is the right decision here?
They're trying to corner them around, but quite an open field there. Not much to cover themselves with. Fredo build this one out in a different compound right behind Mamparang. On the other side, Team No Secret tried to revive back Stewart 9K, who happened to be knocked down by Mamparang across the map. And apparently they will reposition him, so none of these teams want to be here at the moment. We're looking at Loyu and Stewart kind of being cornered into one small hut. We know that hut won't really hold that long because one nade will rule them all, and they already flushed themselves out from that. And Stewart still managed to get down by Fredo there. There is no exit out, and Loyu as well. Last take of health. This is disaster for Team NoRecoil right now.
Oh, and now of course Team NoRecoil, disaster indeed. Tap. Loyu now just taking damage by damage. It will be very difficult, but Insonus wants to try to go for it. Insonus with the smoke pops out, goes to the side of Loyu now will be revived by Insomnus. Fredo looks like they're going to let him go for now. Manparang for another angle. He has Sinbi to deal with. Sinbi just behind the house. Sinbi prepping out the grenade as well. Manparang throwing out his own grenades. Sinbi throws out. What a grenade! That is a slam down there from Sinbi. And the shots will continue to fire out. Fredo with the cover fire. Manparang trying to find that angle out. Manparang still hiding behind. Medkit does go out there. Fredo with a long range shot onto Loyu. Loyu now we need to find cover fire, but at the same time Sinbi is out again. Manparang needs help. It's going to be very difficult for Manparang.
Yeah, team NoRecoil, they are going to push forward despite having that early faults in the game. They are able to reset, recompose themselves, and now they will hunt down Yoodo. They will try to punish them as well. Fredo, meanwhile, at the side here, as you can see, the circle is at the bottom side, closing to Yasnaya and Ronzo, and it's no man's land to be precise. There are no buildings over there except for small huts and etc. Going back into the battlefield, we can see that Sinbi, he's going to be as brave, as courageous as possible to finish off the kill, to get that 1 point. Manparang is out, leaving only Fredo. 1 versus 3 members of NoRecoil. Can he do this?
Oh yes, G managed to pin down Steel Hot just now, and that circle really is deceiving. You saw how he managed to actually get, just have to have Bapak in there. Of all the teams, it's just have to be Bapak side today. But back to ESG, they're going against Still Hearts. We do have a couple of more teams beside here. Geek Fam going for Bosskurr, and Mozart just broke away. What was he thinking? Apparently he didn't kind of catch his back there. Now he got it, a free knock from there, charging right in with the US, and just gonna finish the job here. Clean kill if they want to. Damru on the other hand try to hop on in that vehicle because the blue is closing, and look at that, a lot of clipping done by Mozart, and brother is down as well. There's only one more left. Pain deck in the middle. Damru will actually do the cleaning job here. Yoodo gang just being wiped out straight away. Fredo being taken down by team NoRecoil, none other than Insomnus.
Yeah, and you can see that there are 2 teams eliminated already. Yoodo gang alongside with H2O from the Singaporean side. And now the rest of the members of Geek Fam, they will drive out. And you know, going back to how the plays coming in from Team NoRecoil, I felt that they could have executed it properly if they would have a buddy system. Because you see
buddy
the Steward...
system? Is it a mentor-mentee thing?
It's more like a 2x2. It's like a tech system, tech buddy system. So if Stewart had somebody around him earlier onwards when he was trying to flank, the revive would be sufficient. You know, there would be a smooth transition. They can continue to put pressure onto Yoodo, but apparently they just want to go individual fights, and it kind of cost them a lot of time.
Oh, but wait for Resurgence taken down on Geek, and damn rude. Look at that, half HP gone. He will taken down by Y2K there. Resurgence, when it comes to kill volume, they are the best at it. And Voki trying to scope down with it. If I'm not mistaken, with the DP28, that QB rush in straight in the water. In case you guys don't know, he is really low in HP. The moment he jump into the water, he can heal himself a little bit more with that current time. Axis on the other hand, try to get on Oman there. XPERT and Y actually going for Team NoRecoil. We have a couple of teams nearby as well.
Oh, Kim now tossing out the grenade onto the side of the Dingoz, and oh, looks like the grenade do connect onto Loyu. Loyu is now knocked down just outside the compound. Insomnus, we need to save Loyu, but Loyu now is it's really, really low. Loyu may be sent back to the lobby. Just about 5% more, 1 more tick, and Loyu is out. Insomnus still hanging on to this. Sinbi as well is right smack in the middle. This is too much of an open field, but looks like open fire onto the side of QB right now. Y2K trying to find where he is, but QB looks like he will sacrifice himself to the water, denying the point away. Oh, but looks like not too.
Oh, the lots that are really showering himself on the whole of Resurgence, aiming down on QB.
Oh, he's unable to deny it.
Y2K just managed to finish that one off, but down to Axis here, quite out in the open. They are charged in every different corner. XPERT and what have the wall to cover on. Insomnus still covered in the smoke. Impunity is out on literally top fam, saying goes for Geek Fam. I'm confused who got out first, but Unbeatable Gaming AV is also out at the same time. Look at that kill feed going crazy.
Wow, that's a very, very quick succession of teams dropping down like flies, as I said before, over and over again. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's the action pack just comes down to these final few circles. Meanwhile, EVOS, VIP going in with their first knockout onto team NoRecoil. NoRecoil. At the same time, to the perspective of Last Survivor, they still have 4 strong members in hand. Off camera, multiple kill feed in this particular section. Back to Razor from EVOS. He's trying to look onto the members right here from the opposite team, and you can see that there are 9 more teams left alive, 24 members in the game.
Yes, the blue circle is not favoring a lot of people. ESG needs to make a run for Axis as well. They have 4 team members, but then again, they need to move. No choice. They need to leave one of them behind because one of them been knocked out. But at the same time, looks like Razor, he is still outside the circle as well. It's going to be difficult, but looks like the shots go out onto Chick. And now Chick's been knocked down, and the buggy is a little bit more before it explodes. But Chick will be finished off by Razor. And now we are down to 18-20 alive.
Seems like all the solo players are doing a lot of plays on the side of this kind of a map because Team B managed to take one down. Same goes for VIP just now. And there you go, Razor kind of in the scope of Kim. But the moment he showed himself, it will be a free kill there. Look at that Kim. Oh, he even prone right. Direct line of sight. Kim is super happy. Extra kill points there without any contest.
Yeah, and speaking of happy, it looks like Symbiosis is not going to be happy as well. But he is going to be the last standing survivor here for Team NoRecoil. Going to pick up a car, if I'm not mistaken, over there. A little bit of Grand Theft Auto coming in from the side of Team XP, because XP, they abandoned one vehicle, but then Axis starts on and takes the fight onto Kim. Will be the first knockout here. The rest of the members of Last Survivor, they will push in. Simbi, he will getting the kill steal onto onto one of the members of XP. And Last Survivor continuing on with the grenade fest here. It looks like death is raining from those nades.
Oh man, Goku just solo doing the business just with the grenades, but looks like he is out of grenades. Only left his utilities, but then again the gunshots do come out from Goku. Goku just finishing XP off XPERT MY. Looks like they're in trouble now. Only one left. Romeo, last man standing for XPERT MY, is not in trouble. Just in the crosshair of Goku now has his eyes onto Romeo. 50% life more. He can finish off Romeo from afar, but again, Romeo looks like he's down to 20% life. I'm not sure if we have any healing items with him, but Goku and team, they are still around. They still have 4 team members intact for Last Survivor.
Ziggs making sure Romeo must die, but at the same time, Bapak are marching up from the blue, really closing in now. 18 seconds more, 15 to be exact here. Resurgence, on the other hand, coming up from behind as well. Last Ichung Survivor kind of segregated and then fanning out, getting himself quite a number of angle they're covering for. Most Goku is really getting on Romeo. That's a lot of resources being wasted out here. He can just march in. Apparently he is denying that because he doesn't want to leave his position yet. Bapak will come up from the flanks here. Like it or not, Goku, hopefully he realizes what is happening around him.
If I was Goku, I would try to play it very, very aggressively. I would just take the buggy, just go all the way there, just ram it in, just spray and pray, because you already know that, you know, Romeo has been pinned down to so little health.
The moment you said that, Bapak 6 almost did that again. He actually parked himself quite far and quite near now. Dingoz, on the other hand, Resurgence finish off the last member of Dingoz, placing himself at top 5 here, up to top 4 teams now. Bapak slowly crawling in, sneaking into the circle, and airdrop happened to be in the Last Survivor compound.
Oh yeah, airdrop right in the middle, but again, Romeo is still hanging on to this. Goku has his eyes on Romeo, but he can't go at the moment Goku shows himself. Bapak has their sight on him. He'll be gone, but RSG as a Resurgence on the other side tries to clip on anyone they can see. Last Survivor, they still have their team members. RSG as well, 4 team members intact. Bapak Esports with 3 team members. This is down to the 6th circle, moving on to the 7th very soon.
Yeah, Bapak 6 still alive. Get a key fragger for Team Bapak. And they are just going to snake all the way into here, trying to get the tactical approach. But then Goku standing up is a mistake right there. You should just prone down like a snake. At the same time, 6, he will be credited for the knockout.
Expert Romeo at the same time is not taken down here. He actually hold that to the position quite some time. Last most Goku finally karma hits him quite hard, but at the same time Romeo will be forced to crawl himself into that direction. Apparently last survivor won't actually help out Lost Most Goku, and it will be taken down by Resurgence. I am pro kill still that away from the hands of Bapak. Oh, look at the circle, really favoring most of the teams. The Resurgence are not one of them. They all have to be forced to walk into or run into the circle, or even prone if they will have to, because apparently they are quite from the outside of the circle here. Bapak on the other hand kind of hogging that edge of a circle quite okay, but the one that really have the most compound to play with the structure, which is Lost Survival.
Looks like Resurgence is going to go in for the supply drop, closest to them perhaps, or maybe they just want to siege here. It looks like there's a very aggressive play coming in from Resurgence. They have the confidence to go in here to try to take down Last Survivor. They know there's somebody camping across this compound, and now Small Boy, can he make it big with this play? The grenade that's come in last. They take down Iron from this particular side, but then Small Boy, he's going to get dinged down as well. It's going to be a very confusing fest because of the Jakarta smoke, but then it will be Last that will be having the last laugh over here.
Oh man, looks like Last Survivor, they managed to defend against this onslaught from Resurgence, and now Bapak they are the closest in. Bapak will make the run for it. Bapak 6 is going to butt, has been knocked down. Trixie 6 goes in all alone, guns blazing, but 6 will be knocked down as well. And now Bapak will have one more team member, and now it's like Ichong will need to revive himself because there's only one more out there. You don't want a mop out to happen. Romeo is just still proling there. He don't know that he can take this opportunity. Ichong will start to revive again, and Arrow will try to reset quickly, but Romeo is all alone.
If I am Romeo, go get some grenades. You already know Last Survivor is all camping inside this compound. Get some grenades, get the mollies, just throw all the way, confuse them, getting the 1-on-1 advantage in your favor.
The irony is that Last Survivor and the rest of the team trying to just let and erase Romeo from the map, but apparently we're down to 2 teams. It's Romeo still not dying. He said even though Romeo must die, I deny that entirely, and this Romeo is one heck of a guy that just need to clutch this one out. It was 1 versus 3, but can he take it in? And already in playing the healing.
Yeah, I think he's gonna
You remember how Last Most Goku just now tried to wipe him off, and they just have to deal with him again.
Yeah, the irony is there right there, Choo, but then it looks like Last Survivor, they really want to get this point. Romeo, meanwhile, he is still snaking here. I'm not sure whether he has a couple of those grenades in his hands, as I just said, but then he's just going to wait it out.
Oh, he's definitely going to wait it out for now. But then again, 3 inside. You can just make a rush for it. You just need to find one person all together. Just move in and find me now. Don't need to wait there. But looks like Ichong is starting to come out a little bit, trying to be the bait a bit while trying to collect whatever he can get in the compound at the same time. Romeo is still hanging on to this, and looks like Ziggs will bring the car out to Romeo. Romeo, they see Romeo. Romeo is in trouble, and Romeo must die. And winner, chicken dinner to Last Survivor!
My goodness me, if only they took out Romeo earlier than that. Because we saw how Most Goku wasted so many of his resources and currency to take down Romeo, since it was like what, top 7 that time.